Okay, hello and welcome to part 2 of my development log for my RTS style game. In this episode I'm going to talk about something else which I feel is very important in a game of this genre, and that is my grid manager. So this grid manager, only one of them will exist on the map at any given time, and it provides a certain set of functions to the classes that have a reference to the grid manager. For example, the character base class on begin play will find the grid manager and assign it to a variable, and then it will call this register actor in grid function that's contained within the grid manager, which simply defines a grid key for that actor, which basically just gets the Unreal Engine world location, divides it by 100 just to make it a bit more manageable, and then it checks if the unit is already present in the grid, and if it isn't, it adds it into the grid. And from there, that allows me to essentially keep track of every single actor that's in the game at any given point. Now, when these characters move around, the grid manager is checking their locations every second. So every second it's checking where those actors are, and the reason for that is because an important mechanic of this game is whether the unit is considered to be in supply or not. Now you can see that every unit has an ammo counter and a supply status. Now the idea is that when these units attack an enemy unit, they will use up ammunition, and eventually they will run out of ammunition, and then when they do so, their effectiveness in combat becomes greatly reduced. However, if they are within the radius of a building that is considered a supply building, you'll see that their supply status now changes to supplied, and every time their ammo count goes down, it will be refilled. So this works by any building that is considered a supply building will send out a pulse every 1.5 seconds to see if there are any friendly units within this green radius. It also has a minimum search radius, so it's not searching the whole map all the time, it's just searching sort of out to about here. If it detects any units that are within the minimum search radius but not within the green radius, then it will consider them not supplied, but it is waiting for them essentially to enter the radius. That way, like I said, I'm not searching the whole map for every single unit that's currently on the map. I'm only searching for units that are within a specified range. And that will be... The idea is that there'll be multiple supply buildings on the map at any given point, so that means that hopefully the game won't slow down too much when it's searching for units that are currently in supply or not supplied. And that's it for now, really. I will just briefly show the grid manager checking the locations in action. So this is run by a timer that gets triggered when the unit is moving. So it's here. So when the unit starts to move, it will get through this if statement and run this function, which is this one here, which basically just checks if the actor is in the grid already. If it is, it removes it from the grid. It then calculates its new grid key and then adds it back into the grid. So I will attempt to demonstrate that now. So this single character unit here is currently at X16 and Y25. And if I then move them out of the way, See, it's now 12 minus 25. And I think this is going to be quite an important feature in the game. I'm planning on using it quite a lot for when I get around to doing some enemy AI programming. I think it'd be useful to be able to specify locations on the grid where they should go to, perhaps where they'd last seen a player unit, so that they know where to search for in case when they start looking for the player, and various other features that I'm planning on adding sometime in the future. But that is that for now. In the next episode, I'm going to talk about enemy units and attacking, and also attaching characters to a squad. Thank you very much, and bye-bye.